What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a $1,000 gaming PC build, and these are the parts that I would choose if I had $1,000 to spend on a gaming PC. Now this build is mainly for those people who are getting really serious into gaming and into PC gaming, and who know that they want to do PC gaming and they will keep doing it in the future. Because $1,000 is a lot of money, and they want to cash in just to game. But of course, for PC gaming, it's not just gaming. You can video edit, you can start up a YouTube channel with it, and this PC can definitely handle video editing and stuff like that for YouTubing. It can also do all your work for school. You can watch all your content, your YouTube. You can watch movies on it. It can do basically everything with a computer that consoles can't do just yet, but they are getting there. So for the CPU, I went with the Intel Core i5 6600K. Now this is a Skylake build. If you do want to spend a little bit less money, you can choose to go on Haswell, which does come with a CPU cooler by itself. So if you don't plan on overclocking, then you don't have to get the CPU cooler, which I chose for this build, which is the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo. Now this is a really famous, it's made famous for being cheap but really effective. It's not gonna get you crazy overclocks, but maybe you can bump up the 3.5 to maybe 3.9 hertz on the i5, because the Skylake CPUs do not come with a stock cooler like the Haswell ones, the ones in the past. So yeah, the Cooler Master Hyper 212 Evo is gonna be fine for your light overclocks. The motherboard is pretty important. I went with the MSI Z170A Pro. It's an ATX LJ1151 motherboard. Now again, if you guys don't want to overclock, then you can go and save a little bit of money and get the H170 build. It does actually save you a lot of money, because this is you can get it for about $120, this motherboard, but you can find an H170 motherboard for maybe about $20 to $40 less. For the RAM, I went with the Corsair Vengeance LPX 16 gigabytes of memory. So I went with 16 gigabytes because I had in mind for a little bit more future. I don't want to say future-proof, because I really hate that word, but to really help you guys in the future for future upcoming games. That's the best way I can phrase it. A lot of games say that they need a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM now, which I think you can get fine with 8 gigabytes of RAM if you're just doing gaming. But again, if some people want to start up a YouTube channel, they want to video edit, and I figured 16 gigs of RAM. This one is only $70, so it's fairly cheap. You can get on newegg.com with free shipping. And again, you guys can choose to get 8 gigabytes of RAM if you guys are fine with that, if you're not going to do much video editing and stuff. And I think most games should be fine with 8 gigabytes of RAM too, but I went with 16 here. Again, you can save money if you guys want. For the hard drive, I went with the Seagate Barracuda 2TB hard drive. Now, I couldn't fit an SSD into this build because it was getting a little bit too over the budget. It already is almost a little bit over the budget right now. So I went with a 2TB 3.5 7200 RPM hard drive. It's Seagate Barracuda. It's really well-known brand, and they're really reliable. Now, if you guys do want to add maybe a 120 or 250 gigabyte SSD just to add your operating system on, you guys can cut back on the graphics card, which I will show you at the end of the video, or you can choose to get an H170 motherboard, or you can choose to get 8 gigabytes of RAM, or if you do all of that, you can use that extra money that you saved from kind of downgrading the other parts that are kind of extra to get an SSD. And I have an SSD in my build, and it's really worth it. I can tell you that. For the case, this is a case that I think is an amazing budget case, but it looks and feels not budget. I don't have it, but I wish I did wait to get it. It's the Fantex Eclipse P400. It's basically the NZXT S340 killer. It has a design that's very similar to the NZXT S340. It has a lower basement that's hidden, which holds your power supply and your hard drives. And it has a full window and a full open main compartment where your graphics card and your motherboard goes. That's all open. It has RGB lights on the bottom, and I think it looks a lot sleeker than the NZXT S340. And I think it's an amazing case, and it's only $70. That's the best part of it. It's really similar to the NZXT S340, but I think it is slightly better. Now, for the power supply, I went with the EVGA Supernova NEX 650 watt power supply. It's 80 plus gold certified, so that's really great. It's fully modular, so that's also going to be real it's gonna help you out for new builders a lot. It also has flat cables, which is really awesome for cable management. And EVGA is a pretty reliable. It's a pretty reliable brand for power supply if you just get their better ones. And last but not least, the main part of this build is the EVGA GeForce GTX 1070 SC video card. I went with the SC model. It has 8 GB of GDDR5X VRAM. It's just a faster GDDR5, and this is a beast card for less. I actually found this card. It's cheaper than the GTX 980 Ti, and it performs on par or even sometimes a little bit better than the GTX 980 Ti. And for about maybe $50 to $100 less, depending on where you buy it, I think it is a great deal. Now, if you guys do want to save a lot of money, you guys can go for the GTX 1060, which is around the same price as the GTX 970 now, but it performs way better than the GTX 970. So you guys can get a GTX 1060 if you want to save some more money. And of course, you can use that money you save to buy an SSD or maybe a better case or power supply or whatever you guys want. So that is the end of the build. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry I couldn't get a gaming video out today because today I went out with my family to actually do some bonding time and stuff like that. So I will get a gaming video out tomorrow. I will try my hardest. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.